Most people think you need an expensive boat to catch real fish. But here's what nobody tells you about bank fishing. It might actually be the secret weapon they've been hiding from you. If you've ever stood on a riverbank or lakeshore watching other people in boats and thought, I bet they're catching way more than me, you're about to find out if that's actually true. Today, we're breaking down the real differences between bank fishing and boat fishing. And spoiler alert, the answer isn't what you'd expect. Let's start with something important. Bank fishing and boat fishing aren't just different ways to fish. They're almost completely different games. But the game that wins when it comes to actually catching fish, that's what we're figuring out today. Here's the thing about boat fishing. When you're out on the water in a boat, you've got access to deeper water. You can go where the real monsters hang out. You can cover way more distance in a single day. A boat lets you reach spots that are totally untouchable from the shore. Think of it like having a key to a room most people never get to enter. And yeah, the fish you catch from a boat tend to be bigger on average. That's just straight up facts. But here's where it gets interesting. Boat fishing costs money. Real money. We're talking thousands of dollars for a decent boat, plus maintenance, gas, insurance, and storage. For a lot of people, that's just not realistic. But we know you have ways of understanding the right because of options. You can literally walk to a spot, cast a line, and you're in business. No payments, no upkeep, just you and the water. So when we actually look at the numbers, things get complicated. Studies from fishing organizations show that experienced bank fishers often catch just as many fish as inexperienced boat fishers, sometimes more. Why? Because bank fishing rewards skill and patience. You learn to read the water better. You understand current patterns. You spot where fish actually like to hang out. A beginner in a boat is just throwing expensive equipment at a problem. A veteran on the bank is solving a puzzle. Let me give you the breakdown. Bank fishers typically catch fish in the 2 to 5 pound range, depending on location and species. That's solid. Boat fishers catch bigger fish on average, maybe 4 to 8 pounds, but only if they know what they're doing. And here's the kicker. Many recreational boat fishers catch fewer total fish because they're not as familiar with the actual fishing techniques. They're relying on the location advantage, which helps, but it doesn't make them better fishers. The real challenge here is that most people think money solves the problem. They think if I just get a boat, I'll catch more fish. But that's backwards. Money gets you access. Skill gets you fish. You can have all the access in the world and still come home empty-handed if you don't know what you're doing. Bank fishers are forced to develop skills because they don't have the luxury of covering tons of water. They have to be smarter. They have to know about seasons, weather patterns, bait types, and casting technique. They can't just motor around until they find something. They have to think strategically about where to position themselves. Boat fishers, especially newer ones, often skip this learning curve. They think the boat does the work for them. And honestly, a boat does give you advantages, but it's not a substitute for knowledge. Let's dig into what the actual research says. A study by the American Sport Fishing Association found that 70% of recreational fishing happens from the shore. That's a huge number. But here's what matters. Those shore fishers represent a significant portion of the total fish catch across the country. They're not just dabbling. Many of them are catching more fish per trip than casual boat fishers. The advantage boat fishing has is consistency. Once you're skilled at it, you're reaching deeper water, better habitats, and prime fishing zones consistently. Professional tournament fishers use boats because when you know what you're doing, a boat amplifies your skill. It's like giving a master carpenter a better toolkit. The tool gets better results, but only in the right hands. Bank fishing has a different advantage: accessibility and consistency in a different way. A good bank spot can be gold if you learn it well. You develop a relationship with that spot. You know what works there throughout the seasons. You become an expert in one area instead of just a tourist in many areas. The catch quality is where boat fishing typically wins. Deeper water holds bigger fish. That's just biology. Fish move deeper to find cooler water and less competition, especially during hot months. Bank fishing maxes out depending on how deep you can cast and the natural depth of the shore. But total catch number? Bank fishing can absolutely compete, sometimes winning. Here's what changes everything. If you're comparing an experienced bank fisher to an inexperienced boat fisher, the bank fisher will catch more fish almost every single time. But if you compare a skilled boat fisher to a skilled bank fisher, the boat fisher will catch bigger fish and more variety. However, the bank fisher might still catch just as many total fish because they've honed their technique to perfection. The actual answer to which catches more isn't about the method, it's about the skill. A person who's been bank fishing for 10 years beats a person who bought a boat last year every single time. That's the real competition. So here's the honest truth. Bank fishing and boat fishing aren't really comparable in the way people think about them. Bank fishing is more accessible, cheaper, and rewards skill development. It's perfect if you're starting out, or if you want to fish without dropping thousands of dollars. You can absolutely catch plenty of fish from the bank. Boat fishing gives you access to bigger fish and more premium locations, but it requires money up front and skill to back it up. A boat is an advantage, but it's not a shortcut. The real winner between bank fishing and boat fishing isn't a method. It's you, the person willing to learn, practice, and spend time understanding how to fish. That person will catch fish whether they're on a boat or on the bank. That's what actually matters. If you want the exact strategies that bank fishers use to crush it without a boat, hit that subscribe button, and we'll show you exactly how in the next video.